Hey friends, welcome to Harmony Hills Home and Garden. I'm Jenny and we live and garden here in Baltimore, Maryland, Zone 7. Today I'm excited because spring weather is here. It's going to be up into the low 70s Fahrenheit here in Baltimore, and we don't have any freezing temperatures in the forecast. So today we're going to be planting some spring color into the front yard. So come with me and let's get this front porch tidied up for spring. I have to be perfectly honest, I am taking the easy way out on this. I don't know, sometimes it's just the way of it, right? You may have seen these kinds of planters available for sale at your local home improvement store. I got this at Lowe's. It's called a ready refill, and the idea is you just set this down inside your planter and away you go. It's already planted up for you. So this one is full of spring bulbs. There are daffodils, tulips, and hyacinths all in this container. The frost heave is strong in this one. Anyway, so yeah, so let's see if I can find the tag. Oh, no tag on that one. Let me look at the other one. Here we go. So it's called a ready refill. And the idea is, of course, they sell containers that these fit into perfectly, but I didn't buy their container. But this one will have tulips, daffodils, and hyacinths. And there's no guarantee about what color they're going to be. They're just going to be brightly mixed colors, I'm imagining. So my plan is just to take these ready refills and just stick them right down inside these containers. Now, this is round, this is not, it's okay, we can deal with it. And then I also bought, I believe 16 of each color, white and then purple and white pansies. And I'm going to be putting these pansies into these urn containers, and if there's any left over, I'll put them around this pot full of bulbs into these containers. Now, last week, I took down the Christmas garland and Christmas wreath. I know, it was like March 1st or 2nd, and I'm just taking down Christmas stuff. It was, high time. And then I also cleaned out my planters. And in addition to cleaning out the planters, I planted some sweet pea seeds into these urns onto these two-tour trellises. Now, I had pre-sprouted the seeds by putting them into a wet paper towel and storing them for a few days in that towel. I stored mine in the fridge. I think you could probably store them on the countertop as well. And mine ended up being stored that way for about 5 days because I didn't have time to do what I was going to do with them until after that. So on each of these 3 panels of each of these 2 tours, I've got 4 already sprouted seeds of sweet peas, and those will hopefully climb up here and flower beautifully. Now, 4 per panel, that's going to be 12 in each pot. Probably too many, but we're going to see. I've not ever been successful with sweet peas before, so I'm hoping that this time I will be. So I brought myself out a bucket and a hand spade and some Biotone starter fertilizer and some gloves, and that's all I need for this project. All right, I'm going to start by taking the soil out of here to make room. There we go. Now this round lip is below the edge of that container. Now it's not quite perfectly centered, but that's okay. Right, I am not planning to do anything with this contents here. I'm just going to let it bloom the way it's planted. And now I'm just going to backfill around the sides of the container to hold the container in place and kind of camouflage the fact that I've totally cheated here. And then when these tulips and daffodils and hyacinths are done, I'll be able to just lift this whole container up out of here, take the bulbs and plant them into the ground somewhere, wherever I want them. And then I could either refill with soil and plant what I want in here, or I could get another one of these that's designed for summertime. Now at Lowe's, this medium-sized refill container cost $16. So I don't know if it's cost effective to use these instead of buying my own annuals and putting them in there, or what. I don't know. I'm going to see what's available. I might just go with this plan to replace this, or I might choose something custom. from the garden center. I don't know. All right, and if you didn't know any better, you wouldn't know that those are in there, would you? As long as we don't go digging around in it. Be nicely camouflaged. I love it when gardening is fast and easy, and I'm really excited about these containers. I think that they'll do really well in the upcoming weeks as they start to bloom. Oh, the doggies are going on a walk. Okay, so the next thing is the pansies into the urns. Now, as I said before, we've got sweet peas that I hope will grow up onto these 2 tour panels. There are 3 panels on each of these. And they're not exactly the same. If you watched my Christmas decorating of the front porch, you know that these are not exactly the same, but I think they're close enough that they work here. So my plan is to plant the pansies in these triangle spaces. I'm going to put one of each color, so 1 white and 1 purple pansy into each of these sections. And hopefully they'll do well. Now, watering these is a perennial problem for me because I forget. They are not on any sort of irrigation and they're under the roof of the porch. So rain doesn't really water these urns. Rain does water the square ones, but not the round ones. And so in the early days of this spring, I'm going to have to stay on top of watering these by hand. And that is a risk, I know, because I know myself. But I do have plans to install drip irrigation around almost the entire property, at least the major planted parts of it, this spring. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to get drip into these containers before too long. All right, anyway, so 1 white and 1 purple in each of these little triangle spots. And none of the seeds have come through the soil yet, but I'm still going to stay a good inch or 2 away from the panels so I don't hurt anything that is trying to grow. Now I'm going to put some, well, first let me take this soil out of here before I go too far. Hope that wasn't my sweet pea. It might have been. Darn it. All right, so I'm going to put some biotone into here. Now, throughout the rest of the season, I will be using liquid fertilizer for my annuals, but for now, I'm just tossing some biotone in there. 1 white and 1 purple. And these should flush out to be a nice big bunch here. So it's okay that it's a little bit bare around here. I did plant a seed at the end outside of each of these, and so I don't want to get any closer to that. So. There we go, one side done. So both of the urns are done. I need to water them still. And by the way, we have deer who come up and browse on the front porch pots in our house. It's crazy. So I definitely need to put some deer repellent on it. Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. That's the day I am going to spray for deer every week for a little while. So for tonight, I'm going to see if I have any granular repels all product that I can put in here just to keep the deer off of them for the first night. And then tomorrow I'll come through with the Deer Stopper 2 concentrate spray. All right, and now I have, I believe, 10 pansies of each color left. So I'll be able to put, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. So if I put 4 of each color into each pot, then I'll have a couple left over that, you know, like this one doesn't look so hot. So yeah, so that's my plan. I'm going to put the rest of them in the corners here. gonna put a little bit of biotone on top here. I know it's not the best because you really want that near the roots, but it'll be better than nothing for the next day or two until I get around to liquid fertilizing my annuals, which I haven't started that routine yet. So it's not perfect. You really want to put the biotone down near the roots, but it will still leach down into there and add to the soil health. And like I said, it's better than nothing. All right, so that's done. Just need to water it, so moving over here. If I put this on now, it'll work itself in while I'm planting, so that's perhaps a better strategy. Well, I thought I had some granular Repellol, but I couldn't find any. I must have used it all up. So I did find this ready-to-use liquid fence deer repellent. So I'm going to hope that this will work. I don't know how old this is. It could have been in my garage for 5 or 6 years. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to try to use this and get this onto these annuals tonight, right now, so that tonight the deer don't come and have a feast. Like I said, I don't know how old this container is, so it's pretty dusty, if that's any indication. Comes with its own spray nozzle. Come on now. That doesn't seem to be going my way. This is a lot of trouble to go to for one night. I am going to be spraying with deer stopper tomorrow, but I just don't want to get out the big sprayer and mix up the whole thing and all that, so I'm going to try this. And this is definitely overkill. You should not really it's probably not the best idea ever, but that's what I'm doing. Okay, this stuff smells so bad. Ugh. All right, whew, it smells nasty, but I'm hoping that that will keep the deer and rabbits off of these pansies till such time as I can get the better smelling to me, but still bad smelling to deer, Deer Stopper 2 product out. You may remember, this is the area where I didn't chop up all the brown material. I've got big, huge sticks and limbs and twigs and stalks, just really big, chunky stuff here. So this is probably going to be the worst soil this year for planting. I have a bag full of kitchen scraps here that's ready to spread out and move around. It's pretty nasty, but you know, all of our coffee grounds and vegetable peelings and eggshells and things like that can go in here. I don't ever have any trouble with raccoons or other animals digging up this kitchen waste, or rats or anything like that. So this is working really nicely for us to put kitchen waste out here. And then I'm just gonna dump this potting soil up on top of that. Let's cover up the kitchen waste for the most part and contribute to some more good composting material over here in this area. Nothing's perfect. We do the best we can. Well, friends, that's the end of that project. It was super quick and easy. I tell you what, buying those ready refill containers from the big box store, it makes this kind of job so fast. So I'm eager to see how these bloom and grow and thrive and bring spring color to the front porch. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed what you saw. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section down below. We'd love to have a chat with you. And if you haven't yet, maybe consider subscribing if this is the kind of thing that you enjoy watching. We have a great community of people around here, commenters who bring ideas and fresh new tips and things like that. We all learn from each other around here. So if you subscribe, you get to be part of that regular community, and it's just a lot of fun. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are, and I'll see you in another video real soon, friends. Take care. Bye-bye.